So today's lesson is about idioms. Idioms in English means an expression that is unique to a language. So it might be a false friend, this word idioms. Idioms does not mean language like in Spanish, I believe. Idioms are unique expressions, and you cannot translate idioms. You cannot translate these phrases because they are figurative. They are not literal phrases. So if you try to translate them word for word, you will have an incorrect meaning. You will not understand properly because idioms are figurative. They are special phrases, special expressions, and they are very, very common in English. You hear these all the time from native English speakers, and every expression that I have chosen is very well known and common in English. So these are not rare expressions. Okay, so question A. Question A. What is something in your country that costs an arm and a leg? Jawida, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jawida, what
Yeah.
is something in your country that costs an arm and a leg?
I think life.
Life?
Yes.
Okay, can you please make a complete sentence, a full sentence using the
Okay.
expression, please?
Yes. Okay. I can say in my country, the life costs an arm and a leg. Or in my country, for example, a car costs an arm and leg. It's
Really?
meaning it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars cost an arm and a leg in Algeria.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very expensive.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yes. You are
Jessica.
welcome.
Jessica, what is something in your country, Jessica, that cost she used this grammar. Basically, I always talk about this. So it was a good example. New subject, verb, object. New iPhones cost an arm and a leg. So perfect sentence, new iPhones, the subject, cost is the verb right here, right? And the object is this expression, an arm and a leg. So this is exactly how you should try to make a sentence, and it was very well done. New iPhones cost an arm and a leg. That's a very, very common way to express something in English. Okay, we have one more speaking example before we practice the idioms a little bit. So,
Teacher, I have a question, teacher.
yeah.
Okay, cost an arm and leg is similar to pay through the nose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're similar meanings, right? If you pay through the nose, that means you are paying a lot of money, right? If you pay through the nose, it means you are paying a lot of money for something. If something costs an arm and a leg, it means that something is expensive, right? So with my expression, it costs an arm and a leg, I am talking about the value of an object. With your expression, you are talking about how much money you are paying. So yeah, similar meaning, but the verb is different, right? And it's a little different, but it's very similar. So very good question, Andres.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this question is maybe a little more difficult, but letter B. Think of a time in your life when you had a change of heart. What happened? Think of a time in your life when you had a change of heart. What happened? So Jawida, can you
Yes, sir.
think of a time in your life when you had a change of heart?
Sure. We change our heart. We change our hearts. I think every time.
Sure.
Change of heart is change your opinion. This is meaning, no?
Yes, yes, it is. And
Yeah,
Jawida, can you
yeah.
please read this question to me, and I will answer the question and give an example for other students to follow. Can you please ask me this question?
Yes, no problem. That about the time your life when you had a change of heart. What happened?
Good. Thanks, Jawida. I had a change of heart in South Korea when I was teaching English. At the end of my first month, I wanted to quit my job and go home because it was so challenging to be in Asia so far from my friends and my family. I wanted to go home, however, I had a change of heart and decided to stay and complete my contract of 1 year. So your answer does not have to be this long, but you have a change of heart, because a change of heart is not a verb, it is a noun in this case. It is a noun, and the verb we use is have. You have a change of heart, past tense had. So I had a change of heart in South Korea when I was teaching English. Jessica, can you think about a time in your life when you had a change of heart?
Yeah, in my life, I had a change of heart when I decided to be a teacher instead to be a dentist.
Fantastic. So if you're a beginner, all you need to know is subject, verb, object. You can communicate if you use a subject, verb, object, right? As long as you can do that, you can communicate, you can speak, and it works. So, okay,
Teacher,
yes,
teacher,
Valeria, yes.
thank you, thank you. When
Because much of language is images now. We have emojis, we have a lot of images and pictures when we communicate with our smartphones, right? When you text your friend, you have emojis, and I think it's just a good way to practice. So there are 3 pictures here. Which of these pictures is a representation of the idiom let one's hair down, let your hair down. Which picture is a representation of that, do you think?
I think, sir, I can.
The second?
I can, sir. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jawida.
The box, I think, relating with the third one.
Okay. Think outside the
Think
box.
outside the box.
Sure. Okay. So correct. This image
Thanks.
here, what does
Yes,
it mean? What does it mean, Jawida, to think outside the box?
Change your mind, change your point of view, change your style.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. To change your point of view, to find a new way of doing something.
yes.
To
Yes,
solve a problem with a different way of thinking,
ways. Yes. Okay.
or just to be abstract, to be different, to be unique, to be creative. Think
Yeah.
outside the box.
Yes, it's exactly what I think.
Good.
An almond, like, it's very expensive, but I can't think another photo.
Sorry, what was that?
Be creative. Yes.
Okay, so very good. Now let's look at this picture right here of the man and the woman.
I
Which
can answer.
since you answered the last one, Jawida, let me give an opportunity to a few of the other students. Does anybody else, which idiom is this picture right here?
Let's win her down.
Yeah, exactly. Let one's hair down. Exactly. So if you let your hair down, you have fun. You're not working anymore. You decide to have fun, to de-stress, to let loose, whether it's dancing, singing, partying, maybe, drinking, going to a concert, things like that. Very good. That is to let one's hair down. Let your hair down. You can say let loose, but it just means to have fun, unwind, de-stress. Very, very good. And okay.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. No.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the moment. Exactly. Very, very good. And
Having fun.
what's that? What did you say?
Having fun.
Having fun. Yup, exactly. Having fun. Letting your hair down. It's more of you can understand where this phrase comes from, because if you have long hair, like for example, like if a woman has long hair, it's and you need to put your hair up to do work, right? If you have to do work, something very strenuous and something difficult, you put your hair up, you tie your hair up so it's not in your face anymore. And after you're done working, then you can let your hair down and have fun. So that's where the expression comes from. Yeah. And this one, what is this one? Can somebody tell me this expression here?
Coast,
I
an
don't
arm,
know.
and a leg.
Cost an arm, a leg.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it just means that it is expensive. You don't actually need to pay with your arm and your leg. It just means it's very expensive. It costs an arm and a leg. At the beach, in casual, informal situations, on point means great, awesome, excellent. It's really a simple expression. It's very easy, but it's informal. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so think of a time in your life you would describe as on point. What is something that was on point? Do I have any volunteers?
Me, teacher.
Sure, Andres. What's one time in your life that was on point?
Okay, when I went to Bogota, the capital of Colombia, last year, that was my first time. There. Everything was nice, excellent. I didn't know that I visited many places there that I didn't know, and yeah, I had fun there.
Nice. It was on point.
Yes, it was on point for
Good.
sure.
Good.